So there's a lot of reasons why someone might be resistant to getting help, right? Even if you know it's going to help and you know that it's like you just get over the hump of like the resistance, and then you're going to find relief, you're going to find like a support. Ugh. It's so frustrating to be the loved one who could see the bigger picture. um but there are real reasons why someone might say no. So just being aware of that and not jumping to you need help, right? To just knowing that there are factors that might make it seem scary or make them defensive against the idea of getting help. And for all of those reasons, like this is the biggest mistake I see, um, is all those reasons why someone resists therapy is like ignored, or no, someone doesn't understand or see that, and then they just like go into keep pointing out the problem, right? That you try to convince and push and demand that that person goes into treatment. And that usually backfires. So trying to convince someone to get treatment usually backfires because people hear you need help as you are the problem, and I'm going to give you a solution that you don't want, right? It's like you need to change. That's what they're hearing. And when people feel criticized or controlled or judged, they're going to get polarized, right? They're going to resist. They're going to defend themselves. No, I'm not, like even when I, in that time of IVF, I knew that my reactions were getting like too intense, but I was just like, but for infertility is like devastating. This is really hard. Like for some people, it might not be a big deal to try for 5 months and, not get pregnant. But for me, it was like, eh, is there a bigger problem? Am I infertile? Will I ever have kids? Is something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Why can't, so all of that felt like the real problem, right? But even feeling like someone will just like discredit that and ignore it made me polarized. Actually, like the secret is I actually did go get therapy at that point because like I was aware that I was having a really hard time. So that might not be the best example, but because I was more open. But um, if you try to push someone to get therapy, and especially like threatening, or especially um, like trying to throw a diagnosis at them. You have BPD and you need help, right? You are depressed and you're ruining my life, so you have to stop. You're being such a jerk and you need to change, or else otherwise I'm leaving, right? Like any of those, like pushing someone into it um automatically makes them defensive, and then they're going to be polarized, so it becomes a fight. And you don't want that. You don't want it to be a fight.